Hello my friends, this is the video that I made on NIO just several days ago, to be exact on June the 10th of this year, when the price of this asset was, as you can see right here, at $5.28. And at this point, my main assumption was that this asset was in downtrend. And by the way, I caught this previous bottom to the tick and I predicted that it has to retest $6 mark. It happened exactly as I told you in one of my previous video. And right here you can see that this asset was in downtrend for several days. And I told you that this asset potentially might retest this bottom of roughly $5.2, and then it has to go lower to this green rectangle where it might have at least a bounce to the upside. And guys, take a look right here. This is the actual price action of NIO, and I made my previous video when this asset was at this point. And since I made it, this asset formed some kind of bearish channel, ascending channel that usually breaks to the downside. It went lower. It hit the upper border of this green rectangle exactly as I predicted and had a first bounce. And guys, as you can see, technical analysis works perfectly well. And if you want to know more about technical analysis, if you want to enhance your trading skills, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel and join my Patreon account. And guys, this is the post that I wrote on January the 30th. It is a public post that you can find on my Patreon. It is pretty much all trade alerts that I made from December the 1st to January the 30th. These are the results of these alerts. You can see that all of the trades were in profit except this one on December 19th. TRWV hit a stop loss order, and we've lost about 1.33% on this trade, but all other trades are in green. That is why you can use these trades in your personal trades as a part of your due diligence. So guys, you've seen many of my trade calls, all delivering strong returns in just hours. Now it's your turn to trade smarter. Join my safe haven Patreon tier, built for traders who want consistency, structure, and real results. You will get a detailed plan to protect your portfolio, monthly one-on-one Zoom sessions with me, and private Discord access with all trade alerts, lessons, and exclusive updates. And here is the best part. If you don't earn more than your subscription price within 30 days, you will receive a full refund, no question asked, as long as your trading account balance is at least $2,500 and you've taken all the recommended trades during the period. No excuses, no fine print. You profit or you don't pay. Join today and let's start building your edge in the market.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
So guys, and on today's video I will show you why this asset is in downtrend, what should we expect next from the price action, and how you can benefit out of these movements. So first of all, let me pay attention to the most recent news. Here is the website that tracks the basically all the news in Chinese EV sector, and here is the news directly related to NIO. And as I mentioned in one of my previous videos, this asset, this company has a very good growth in its sales, but we have not the best news from the CEO of NIO Corporation. Here is the article that was published just 3 days ago, and it's titled NIO's William Li warns of China auto sales drop while backing on growth. Here is the bullet points. William Li expects domestic retail sales in China's auto industry to fall by 15% to 20% this year. He also reaffirmed expectations of NIO achieving a 40 to 50% annual sales growth this year. And guys, on the one hand, it is not the best news when even the CEO of the company announces this type of anticipation from the market, but at the same time, guys, here is another news that is quite positive for NIO. NIO is expanding its European footprint, and it opens a first Greece store. Here is the news that was published on June the 12th, and as you can see, in Greece, NIO will sell NIO ET5, NIO ET5 Touring, and NIO EL6, which means, guys, NIO is expanding its presence in Europe, and definitely it is a very good sign. Well, if the company can replace the domestic sales, to be honest, quite high sales, with the international sales, and if the growth of the EV market in general will continue, definitely it will be beneficial for NIO and for its growth as well. But for now, guys, unfortunately, well, NIO is not out of the woods, and from the fundamental standpoint, let me pay your attention to this article. It was published at ts2.tech, and it is directly related to the projections of the sales and to the problems that NIO might face within the next several months. So, NIO stock isn't under pressure just because one soft NIO delivery report. The worry is what a shrinking market might do to pricing margins and how investors see the story. China's passenger sales dropped 22.3% in May to 1.53 million, fallen for the 8th month in a row. CPCA data via Reuters showed. That kind of backdrop makes it tougher, even for a strong EV player, to keep up momentum. More discounts, spending on marketing, or just slower orders, they all hit gross margin, the slice of revenue after direct manufacturing costs. And guys, despite the fact that the market is not growing, and it has, as you can see, China passenger car sales dropped 22.3% in May, falling for the 8th month in a row. Despite this fact, the company by itself, the company by itself is increasing its market share. You can see it on this chart, and definitely it is a good sign. But guys, everything will depend on the Q2 report, and if the numbers in this report. Wait a second, I will show you this bullet point. NIO's next test is if June deliveries can keep in line for its Q2 goal of 110,000 to 115,000 vehicles. Which means, guys, if NIO achieves this goal, even if it beats these expectations, in this case, I believe the price of NIO might skyrocket from the current levels. But everything depends on this Q2 report. So, and let's continue with the technical analysis. But before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell, and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So, guys, from the technical standpoint, NIO achieved this price target that I marked in my previous video. But to confirm that this is the lowest point for the entire retracement, I have to see more signs of its recovery. And first of all, we have to see first reaction, and we have it right here. But second of all, we have to see consistent higher highs and higher lows that can and that should break these previous swing highs. And the more structural higher highs and higher lows this asset has, the more probability that this is the local bottom. But for now, guys, on the one hand, yes, we achieved this crucial level of 0.786. It is a feeble retracement tool if I pull it from the very bottom to the very top, because NIO completed its 5-wave structure right here. And, well, quite interesting, but I caught this top to the tick as well that NIO established in April of this year. And to be honest, well, I have some doubts that this is the bottom, but if you switch, let me show you. If you type in this in the ticker symbol 9968, you can see that this is the same exact ticker symbol, NIO Incorporation, but on Hong Kong Stock Exchange. And for now, the market is open, and you can see NIO gained 4.29%. And wait a second, let's do some measurements from this lowest point to this highest. As you can see, NIO has a very good bounce out of the same exact 0.786 level, which means, guys, we might expect the same exact movement to the upside that potentially might retest this top. And if you want to benefit out of these movements, you can accumulate from this particular point with the tight stop loss, very tight stop loss of about 3%, but the upside potential even to let's say we have to see much higher confirmation confirmation, much higher price targets in order to confirm its uptrend. We have to see the breakout above $5.41, and to this point we might see at least a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio. It is not the best one, but when it achieves and if it achieves this level, you can put your stop loss in green territory, and in this case you will be on a safer territory, and you will have all the chances to catch its bounce if it happens. If it doesn't happen, you will be, well, you will at least break even. But yes, I prefer to see a confirmation of the consistent, wait a second, of a consistent at least 5-wave structure movement followed by 3 waves in order to say that this is the beginning of a new, wait a second, this is the beginning of a new uptrend. And at this point, at the C point of the retracement, we might expect more powerful movement to the upside if this structure happens. So I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with the notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life, I'm crazy, I'm mad.